Ladies and gentlemen, dearly beloved friends, enemies, acquaintances, people, curious ones, whatever, everybody, loved ones, beloved ones, liked ones, the people I like. Anybody can say, I love you. I love you, but I wish you would change. But I like you means I like the way you are. That's a big difference between somebody telling you I like you and somebody just saying, cliche like I love you, we love you, meet you at the park. Quote for the day. I have always believed, in show 96, I have always believed and I still believe that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. Beautiful, especially for nowadays with this coronavirus pandemic. Anybody guess? Okay, I'll just tell you. I ain't got time for this shit. Herman Hesse, he said it. I have always believed and I still believe that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get right into the before we get right into the words of Jesus, I owe it to you people to tell you that racism, we are all racist. Who is not a racist? Whoever says they're not a racist is a liar. I know I'm a racist, Hey, when people are this is the way it works. If a black man or a black woman is not a racist toward me and treats me as a human being, as an equal, as a soul, then I am not a racist. I love her. I love him, that black man, that black woman, because they are seeing me as an equal soul. They are not judging me based on the color of my skin. I'm Caucasian. Anglo-Saxons is not synonymous to Caucasian, okay? Because there is, from the southern part of Europe, the Latins, the real Latinos didn't come from Latin America. They were Apaches and Incas, and Mayas and Aztecas. The Latins came from Europe, namely Italy. And then there's 5 Latin countries in Europe, in case you didn't know. Italy, France, Portugal, Spain, and Romania. So those are the 5 Latin countries. So they are Caucasian people, originally speaking. But they're not Anglo-Saxons. The Anglo-Saxons were from the north part of Europe. But they're all Caucasian. So, sometimes I get heat, man. Black people, they want to come down on me and treat me like shit. Then I'm a racist toward those people in specific. But I'm not a racist in general to all black people, or all Apaches, or Redskins, or what have you. I never had a problem with Asian. They're pretty sweet. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to clarify that issue. We're all racist, but love is the key. Let us make love and not war. But then if a black person, a person from another color than me, is full of hate, I hate them back. I hate them 2 times, but I hate them 10 times. 10 times more than they hate me. But if you love me, I love you 10 times more than you love. I love the heck out of you, man. Some of my best friends are black people. And some of the heroes of my life are black people. Maybe even Jesus. I don't know. Some people, a friend of mine said that Jesus was black. Maybe. I wasn't there. Maybe he was. So how can I be racist against all black people? I'm not. Ladies and gentlemen, before we talk too much jibber-jash, let's get on with the words of Jesus. We are in Matthew chapter 9, verse 15. With the true interpretation, given to you, yours truly, the Hippie Pastor. Hey, dog, get away from there. Hey, puppy, hey, what are you doing back there? And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken from them, and then shall they fast. So, the Pharisees and the religious hypocrites were criticizing Jesus because him and his disciples were party animals, man. They drink their wine, they sat at tables with sinners, man, surrounded by babes, by them beautiful Israeli women, they got it going on, man. They got it going on, They're Caucasians too, but they got a big butt. Them Israeli women, they're Caucasians, but they got the butt of a black woman. So they're sweet, man. And so, Jesus hung out with his crew. And so the Pharisees were very angry and upset. And they said, they criticized him, and Jesus gave them that answer. Can the children of the bride chamber mourn as long as the bridegroom is with them? But the days will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then shall they fast. All right, get away. Okay, then Jesus continues. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up. Hey, stop! For that which is put in to fill it up, taketh from the garment, and the rent is made worse. So Jesus knew a little bit about, sewing, about garments, and you put an old piece, a patch to a new cloth, it's going to not work. It's not going to function right. Jesus continues, neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. So our Lord Jesus knew about wine too, and I think that was one of his favorite subjects, ladies and gents. Because if you really want to be honest, and a lot of Jesus' parables were based on wine and the fruit of the vine. And even in the Last Supper, they drank, and they don't give me this. So it was grape juice. That was some Christians go around lying through their teeth, saying that it was grape juice. Well, if it was grape juice, why was he criticized by the Pharisees for drinking grape juice with sinners? That sounds a little silly. It was real wine, and it get you drunk, man. It was real fermented, real wine, better than the stuff we drink now. And then even Jesus got so excited in the Last Supper, besides a little skirmish, little fight he had with Judas, they're drinking and carrying on. And he got a little excited. He said, verily I say unto you, I shall not drink again this fruit of the vine, this wine with you, until that day that we drink it new in the kingdom of heaven. So there Jesus is saying that in heaven, we're going to be drinking some wine, man, chilling and being happy. I don't like to use the word heaven. I like to use the word paradise, man, because it's going to be more like paradise. We're going to be drinking wine, maybe there's magic mushrooms. I'm sure there's going to be some skimpy dressed maidens, if not totally naked, like Adam and Eve. I mean, we're going back to paradise, man. Get that through your thick skull. Okay. Allow us to continue. Okay, so that, as you know, I'm not reading the whole thing through of the Gospels. We're just picking the words of Jesus and me giving you the true meaning of them. But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. See, Jesus and his crew, they were on a way to go to his house. I think it was, to heal a young lady had died, a young maiden, a teenager. She had died, and Jesus was doing the Father the favor to go to the house and resurrect her. Well, to heal her, but he took so long, because he got distracted, that she ended up dying. But then, that's why the disciples were trying. They were trying to shoo that woman away that touched him. She touched his garment or something. But Jesus had time for her, man. He wasn't in a hurry, and he turned around and he said, "Thy faith hath made thee whole." So your faith has a lot to do with all this. It's not just magic, but it's also depends on you, on your faith that you believe. Okay, so she was healed. Okay, so then they got to the house, right? And then he said unto them, when he arrived in the house, all the Pharisees, they were giving the last blessing. They were crying. All the family, she had passed away. He took too long, according to them. And Jesus went there. As he arrived, he said, "Give place." That means like, move over, scoot over. Make yourself scarce. Give me some room here. Give place, for the maid is not dead. Is not dead, but sleepeth. And they laughed him to scorn. So they started laughing, Can you imagine in a funeral, they're all laughing? to scorn. That means they pissed him off. They scorned him, man. He was like, oh man, you want to laugh at me? I'll give you something to laugh about. How about a punch in the face? A punch in the mouth, so all your plans will be disrupted. But no, Jesus didn't go that way. They laughed him to scorn. And when he was coming to the house, anyway, they laughed him to scorn, but he rose him from the dead. He said, come, wake up. Whatever he told her. He said, he extended his hand and she took it and she was, and Jesus said, give her, it's to eat. It looks like when people die and then they resurrect, they need to eat. So he said, he commanded them, feed her. And he resurrected her from the dead. Isn't that a beautiful thing? So one more. Let's do one more. And then he said, anyway, then he finished that, and they were going somewhere else. And he was in a healing. He was healing left and right on this chapter. And when he was coming to the house, the blind men came to him, and Jesus saith unto them, believe ye that I am able to do this? They said unto him, yea, Lord. Then touched he their eyes, saying, according to your faith, be it unto you. And their eyes were opened, and Jesus straightly charged them, saying, see that no man know it. So there again, their faith, he said, according to your faith, he told the blind. It's not just like Jesus was do some magic. Yeah, okay, now you were blind, now you see. No. He said, according to your faith. So they had to exercise some faith and belief. So it was a two-way street. And just to finish this chapter, although, it's been a long show, just to finish this chapter, the last verses on this chapter 9, so we can go into chapter 10 on the next occasion. Then saith he, Jesus, unto his disciples, after he had done all these miracles, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So God needs people to serve him. I mean, we're all going to die. We're all going to go to paradise eventually, having learned the lessons of love. Nobody's going to hell forever. That's a big damn lie that they stuck in the Bible to scare you, eternal damnation and fires and flames. And even Satan is not going to be there forever. I mean, or whatever, or not even for a minute. I don't know. Everybody needs everything's universal reconciliation. Everything's going back to the plan of love. Even Lucifer, even all the bad angels, even us, bad people, whatever. We're all going back to the plan of love. That's God's plan, to reverse everything back into love. So the sooner you learn to forgive, like Jesus learned on the cross, he had to forgive. That was the key to enter the kingdom of heaven. Otherwise, he may have found himself in some trouble. You heard that right. Even the Son of God had to forgive. Clean your heart. Learn to love and not be racist. Not be full of hate. Love your brother. Yellow, black, brown, white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. So we're all, children of love. The sooner we pass that grade, man, then we're ready for the next grade. So God needs people to work, to change the world, man. To sow seeds of love. Change the world, one heart at a time. You can do it. We can change the world with love. That's what we got to do. That's our warfare. That's our weapon. The love of God is not in us. When we allow God to fill us with this love. Not church, not religion. No, the spirit of love that created the universe, and I gotta go. I love you. Stay safe from the coronavirus so we can continue serving and changing the world with love. I love you and I like you. Don't change. Stay the way you are. We accept you. Thank you.